to this episode of New South Wales Squash Masters TV. Today we have a special guest, our President Davina Harding. I'd like to welcome Davina to the screen.
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Dee?
Good, how are you?
So, our Squash Masters, how are we going with it all?
Not too bad.
Pretty good?
Had a pretty successful start to the year. We've had Cardiff hold a tournament in February, we've had Wyong in March, and Thornley in April, and we also had Vega down south, which was in May.
Well, that's a good start to the year, considering last year we had such a disastrous year with COVID, upsetting all the draws and upsetting all the team tournaments going on. We've also noticed this year we've lost Canberra and Bathurst due to unforeseen circumstances. Lucky enough, Wyong took the position of March, which is supposed to be Canberra, and Thornley took the position of April, which is great.
So that left gaps in our tournament, and there's some great news today. We've secured Old Bar to run the August tournament, which is just a little bit past Foster, and our September tournament is going to be held out at Parks, New South Wales, which is regional, and we've had to change the date of that tournament from the tournament calendar, so it's going to be a week earlier on the 4th and 5th of September.
That's really great news, Dee. It's good news to see new places come up with taking up the position of running the tournaments. It'll be really interesting to go to Old Bar. I don't think we've ever been up there.
No.
It'll be a great tournament.
Yeah.
It will be.
And I guess just one thing I'll mention is that the 4th and 5th of September is Father's Day. We do know that. But unfortunately, if we left it a week later, it's too close to most of you that are travelling to the Australian titles to travel out to Parks. So we thought we'd move it that week earlier. So hopefully you can all come and join us out in Parks.
That's great news. That's great news. Don't forget, this weekend we have our state titles, which we now have over 160 entries, which is looking to be a great event. We're also obviously going out to the country club for dinner, and quite a few people have joined us for that event that evening, which should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we're sporting the new shirts for this year's state titles, so we're really looking forward to that. And a lot of work goes into and support for us to run the state titles is our sponsors, of course. And for those of you that don't know, Wally is actually integral in securing our sponsors each year. So thanks for that.
Thank you, Dee. This year we have once again a similar sponsors we had last year, which are DreamWorks, PS News, Shannon's Insurance, RJ Sydney Craig Funerals, Life Planner Financial, PCD Lawyers and Planners, SW Squash, Dick Jensen's Photography, D-Gen Squash and Argus Signs. Once again, thank you very much for those people who have come along and supported us. It makes the event much better to have a little bit of support, and it all goes back to all our members who play, and we try to help them as best as we can. Don't forget, at this year's state titles, if you want to go to Adelaide's coming up soon, which is the Australian titles. Don't forget our EIYs are there to be filled out. You can fill out your forms there if you want to join us in the teams event, and let's make it a big one for New South Wales.
So some of you might say, what's an EIY? I don't understand. So for those new players that want to come to the Australian titles, it runs over 2 weeks, and the first week is singles, and it's the same format as the state titles. So it's age and gender based, and the second week is a teams event, which is more based on your ranking. So we have selectors in our committee that put all the teams together, so it's fair, and they put the teams together. So we need to know if you're coming, and that's why you need to fill out an EOI. So 30th of June they're due, and it's a good opportunity to do that at the state titles, and all you need to do is see Will Croker.
Great news, Dee, great news. Once again, the other thing we've got to talk about is our upcoming Australian titles, which will be in September 2023. A lot of work's gone into this event. Obviously, we've been planning it for the last 2 years, which has been postponed. So
it's like Groundhog Day, really, isn't it?
It comes over and it just changes all the time. But I know Dee's been putting in a massive event in getting all our committee members together and trying to make this event one of the best ones in Australia. Dee,
So I guess our main priorities at this stage was securing some sponsors. So it costs a lot of money to run the titles, and without our sponsors we wouldn't be able to do that. So the integral position is yourself,
once
Wally.
again, we've secured 5 great sponsors. It's helped us along. They're not quite committed yet, but I'm sure that in the upcoming days I'll have them sorted. It's looking really good. Obviously, we're going to start advertising our event in Adelaide this year.
I believe you're bringing a new friend of the Masters, the New South Wales Masters, along.
Yes, there is a new friend coming along, but I think people will just have to wait and see. Their name is Poppy, but that's the only information I can give away at this stage.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
It could be interesting. I think it'll be very enjoyable, and he or she may put a good impact on the Masters. So yes, we'll be looking forward to meeting everyone.
The trip down south.
The trip down south, yes, it'll be quite interesting.
So I guess thanks for inviting me along today, and I look forward to seeing you all there over the weekend. Cole Wells will be running the draw and the tournament from the playing perspective. So if you have any issues, see Cole. I'll be in the background helping out and teaching him how to do it. So travel safe, and we look forward to seeing you all there.
Thank you, Dee, for today. Looking forward to seeing everyone there as well. So goodbye and good night.